And
I'm gonna start this now.
Okay,
Yes,
please
yes.
do.
are we recording now?
Yeah.
Yes.
The galaxy is burning. Brother fights brother, and treason splits the Imperium of Man. This is the age of darkness. Whether you're a warrior of the Legiones Astartes, an adept of the Mechanicum, or just a mere mortal in a universe of madness, you'll find a place here. Welcome to the Remembrancers Retreat, coming to you from within the depths of the Vengeful Spirit.
Welcome to 2020, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the Remembrancers Retreat, but also welcome to 2020. My name is Jesse. I'm here with Caro, Steven, and Will. We're here at Battlegrounds for the crazy midnight New Year's Eve, New Year's Day bash celebration.
Hell yeah, we are, dude. We are totally here.
I've never seen this
Welcome.
many dice in one place.
Welcome in 2020, everybody, and welcome to Battlegrounds.
That's saying a lot coming from Steven, who's been at Nova
He has
2
been
years
there.
in a row.
Yeah.
And he's been very drunk at Nova.
3 years in a row.
No, 3.
Oh,
You're right.
3 years?
And,
There are more dice here than my 3 years at Nova combined.
Wait.
That is
no,
something
I
else.
think that's a lie.
Going on record as saying it. It's
He
factual.
said it. It is factual.
That doesn't sound right.
I still think
Well,
it's a
did you
lie.
count all the dice?
Look, I mean,
There are
anybody
more
who
dice
has
bags
simple
at
math
Nova.
skills can do that, Steven.
Yeah, but if you didn't
only
count the
true
dice,
fans
then you
of
didn't.
the podcast
Then you
will
won't know.
Look, we've already counted the dice. Steven.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Steve.
what's the dice number? How many dice are there?
At
More than
least-
5.
Yep, more than 5.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
that's
More than
technically
5.
true.
Jesse's the host. I will agree with the host. It is
Exactly.
more than 5.
You fucking suck up.
Anyways,
Listen, I get the brand
everybody,
nose.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Welcome
New
in
Year.
2020, a new decade.
The future is here, and it's dark.
And it's grim
Hey,
dark.
guys,
That's just because the
we've
sun
been
hasn't
in
come up, though.
Afghanistan for 2 decades now.
Oh,
Okay,
thanks.
so
Y'all
yeah,
been?
there is only war. Can we say that? The future is dark, as Stephen has said, but there is only war. We all know that.
We've been at war for the majority of my life as a human being.
Literally, there are some children fighting in Afghanistan right now who were born before, or I'm sorry,
You
no,
mean after?
9/11.
Yeah, weird. Not to get too political, but man,
We're not. That's not political to say facts.
Y'all,
I'm sorry.
America's weird as shit.
information is inherently political. Will
This is-
Anyways,
This
let's
is
go
all
back.
relevant to the Horus Heresy as we circle back to our Hobby New Year results.
So,
results.
Results.
Yes, we all made hobby
Promises.
resolutions
Bullshit.
in 2019.
Oh yeah, we
Some
did.
Yes,
You
some
right.
of you did.
Uh-oh.
You right.
Some of you had the audacity to say you would get entire armies painted in 2019.
wait, who?
Listeners.
Which heretic just say that?
Listen,
Me, I said that. I remember
Some
saying
people
that.
did.
You are truly
Guys,
heretic.
Nope.
That's fair. I appreciate
I want to
you.
know. Listeners out there, please at us. I will allow you to at me if you'd like at Forge Record Painting.
Yep.
But don't at me personally because I don't follow myself. That's weird. I know. I don't use it.
Well, you
But
can't
yes,
follow
at
yourself.
me. What New Year's resolution did you accomplish? And what did you not accomplish? Let's be honest. We see some of these, right? We set up these massive New Year resolutions of I'm going to paint an entire army. I'm going to paint a display model and enter it into a painting competition. We say all kinds of things. But how many of those do we actually follow through on? And that's what I want to know from you guys.
How many did you follow through on, Will? How'd you do?
Well, I
Did
said
you?
I was going to paint a Primaris army. Now, I did actually paint a Primaris army of
Did
Emperor
you?
Spears. It was not my personal army, but I did get to paint somebody's Primaris army.
Yep.
Does that count?
It
Is
counts.
the question.
Does it count?
Yeah. Yeah. He
I
can play
think
with it. He
alright,
can play a
yes.
Primaris.
I also
no, he
said I would
didn't.
enter a painting competition. And
Well,
I did, do
that too.
You did?
I did, but I just was not there and it didn't really count.
Okay.
Yeah, you
come
entered
on.
you entered painting at Nova though, didn't you?
I did. I entered in the Capital Palette, and I did place within the top 10, which got me a finalist pin. However, I did not place within the top 3. So that is currently my objective.
You want to
guys,
be-
listeners, if you haven't already heard, I've had a few drinks. So forgive me if I do stumble over some words. But
Awesome.
in
We've all had
Nova
a few
2020,
drinks.
I do plan to submit and hopefully place within the top 3 for Capital Palette.
Ooh.
I would like
Oh,
to.
I would love that.
The idea is to do a Repulsor Executioner. I need to know how to do it in theme with Iron Hands and still within the theme of the capital palette, right? They like to see conversions. They like to see custom paint schemes. And
Aren't all paint schemes custom?
Shut up, man.
let's actually, this is a great segue, Stephen. Outstanding. We have seen, in even the past day, some people have come up to us with multiple paint schemes for the same army.
It's true.
And it's just things that they've learned over time or perfected. Now, Stephen, I know you say a lot of the times you want to have the same army, so you'll go back and paint your older units
yes.
with updated paint schemes, right?
Yes, I wish I couldn't, or I wish I could.
So for me,
get
what
by
I
without
do
doing it,
is
but I can't.
just start entire new, quote, armies that are built off of the same army, right?
The madman.
Right. So, like, rather than do a whole new Iron Hands army, I will do a new Iron Hands Shattered Legion army with a new scheme, right? And instead of doing a whole new Shattered Legion army, I will do a Primaris army.
It's funny that you say that because Matt recently posted a bunch of photos from when we did the murder game up in D.C.
He
maybe,
did,
maybe
yeah.
2 or 3 years
I
ago.
saw some of my old units.
Yeah,
there.
and I saw in one of them is my big despoiler squad charging
Yes.
into the Hierophant, and I thought I was looking at and picking
You
out
were one of the
models.
few people who
I was like,
still ran into
man.
spoiler at that time too. Yeah,
I was
it was very
looking at
rare to
them-
see despoiler units.
And I saw all these models that don't exist anymore.
What happened to them?
They've been broken down and remodeled and repainted. My despoiler squad as it exists now started life as Corn Berserkers, and then I stripped
Right.
them and I repainted them.
Yep.
And then I found a better way to paint, so I stripped them again and I repainted them. And by that time, I had to replace parts. And then I started playing 30K, and they were a little worse for wear by then.
Right.
So I stripped them and I repainted them again. And I keep telling myself that I've done it 4 times now, and if I have to do it again, I'm just going to throw the models away.
You
but-
lied to yourself.
I am, because now the True Scale project begins, and I know I'm not going to throw those models away. I'm just
yeah.
going to...
They're just going to be Legionary Phase 1.
I'm just
That's
gonna
it.
replace the legs maybe, and but I was looking at them and I thought, wow, look at all those quote unquote Corn Berserkers that don't exist anymore because they've been
Yeah.
turned into Legionary Despoilers.
And you're one of the people who use the whole part of the model.
Yep, I use every
So
part of the animal.
You'll reuse individual bits by stripping them or just working them into your armies.
There are
So,
heads in my army that have been stripped 3 or 4 times.
do you remember the old
Oh, God.
adage of, like, if a ship sells with enough parts to replace itself?
Is it still
Is
the
it
same
the
ship?
same
ship,
ship
right?
or is it a new one?
So is this still the same Legion tactical squad that
Or are
you
those
converted
new?
to spoilers?
Sergeant
The same ones?
Frogfist is.
Frogfist.
We all know Frogfist.
Sergeant
Listeners,
No, I
Frogfist
do
is
not know
still,
him.
Okay.
Who is he?
let's go ahead and explain him. Sergeant Frogfist was he started off as a Corn Berserker with a couple of, like, additional mutant gens added to him, right?
He
Like,
had a Chaos Forsaken fist where the skin and the bone have kind of made like a plate of spikes.
right. But
over
if
it.
you look at that bit, it only has 3 fingers, much as a frog.
Yeah, it looks kind of
No.
it looks vaguely amphibian or reptilian to me, so
Yeah.
I've always called him Sergeant Frogfist.
So Sergeant Frogfist, and I
Is
think it was
this-
born between Steven and I. I one time PM'd him and I was like, "Hey, you know who would be a great character to, like, level up throughout Sergeant rank until Praetorian is Sergeant Frogfist. We all know him." And it started off as a joke, and Steven was like, "Sergeant Frogfist. I think that's his name from here on out."
Wait. When
And-
did this all started happening?
Years ago.
2015.
yeah,
Oh,
that's a long
this
time
was
ago.
okay. As a timeline, this was before I came to the States.
Yeah,
Or
even
I
before
knew
Kara
proper
was-
English.
Yeah.
But his arm and his head and his backpack have stayed the same and have just been put on.
Which is amazing.
Different
like, the
models.
consistency has been kept. You can always, no matter what position he is filling in the army, you will look and see
You'll
that
see him
configuration of the face, the arm, and the backpack, and be like, "That's Sergeant Frogfist. Look at him working up through the ranks. Good job on you, man. I'm happy you're happy
Yep.
with the promotion."
2-up armor was the best thing that ever happened to Sergeant Frogfist.
Oh yeah. When he went to Heresy, he was like, "I'm sticking around."
Yep.
Unless you had a power axe.
Yeah, man.
Sergeant Frogfist was sticking around to punch you in the face with that there fist made of blades and frog feet.
Yeah.
So,
What were we talking about?
The Legend of Sergeant Frogfist.
The legend.
Let's talk about
Is that the new
Frogfist.
cricket story,
Jesse.
What?
Okay, what is your new...
Host of the year.
What
yes.
is y'all's... Jesse, what is your resolution for 2020? What are your hobby goals?
And how did you do on the last one?
Yes.
Did
I
you
don't
do
even
any?
remember what resolutions I had last year.
Looks like you need to get on Instagram then. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or
So
go back and listen
what
to
is it for
whatever episode we have. But
Right?
Then what is it for 2020?
getting rid of my non-painted stuff. And I know that's common.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm not, but
Yeah, like I'm going to cut down 7 pounds.
I mean,
going to be probably moving apartments here sometime this year, which would be a good push to get rid of.
yeah. It's always
I mean,
easier to
also-
move with less stuff.
also it didn't say paint it or do anything with it. It's just getting rid of it. So either
Yep.
painting, building,
Either paint or sell.
selling.
Get rid of
Yeah.
There are a lot of
I
possibilities.
really
there.
like doing a biannual purge.
Yeah.
If something sits
you've
around-
done very well past year or two just keeping the non-painted stuff away.
I really don't like the existential dread of there being a closet full of stuff I need to paint.
It's just a weight.
Yeah, because you know,
Just,
like,
uh,
oh no,
dread
can't,
of.
I can't focus on this X project because Y project I know is looking me in the eyes, and as soon as I finish X project, Y project is when I'm gonna get started.
QRL is just waiting in there for the
Yo,
past
I
3
tell you what
years.
helped me a
Yeah.
lot with that is
Thank
recently.
you. More acronyms. Let's get more acronyms. WJPs and
Will?
SNMPs. and-
Well, you better shut up.
okay,
Anyway,
go
what's-
ahead, Steven.
Steven.
I'll tell you what helped a lot with me for that. My hobby resolution this year is the same that I make every year, which is get rid of unpainted stuff. Either paint
Yeah.
it,
Sure.
sell
Yeah.
it. Just it's taking up too much space. I was telling Jesse earlier that I have boxes in my closet that I bought 2 years ago, thinking I'm going to
Yeah.
use this for something, and it's still in the wrapper.
This
Oh,
year I sold 2 Lane Raiders because of that same thing.
And I officially ran out of space in my closet last week. I don't have everything. Like I have greater demons that are pushed up to the back of the shelf, and there's a Bane blade just kind of haphazardly tossed on top of
no.
them.
Oh,
yeah, I see
no.
Ethan over in the peanut gallery, just like,
Judging.
"What are you doing?"
In the goldfish gallery.
Yeah, but
Yo, give me some
of these
goldfish, dog.
one of the
No,
Give me some
you don't get
yeah.
any goldfish.
one of the best
The
way that
crunching.
I've that
No,
I've
the
recently
crunching
found-
Oh,
was
you're
the-
right. The crunch will ruin the recording.
It will. Don't do
pretzel
it.
mix.
Jesse, it will
no.
crunch.
But what I found helped a lot, because my resolution again is the same this year, is
You can't put-
reduce the total surface area of your workspace. Like I had a whole table that I sat at. And I had a whole table that I sat at and I did hobbying at, and I got rid of it, and I replaced it with one of those like kind of trays that you do breakfast in bed with.
Oh, those, yes.
And
the
there's enough
curved
space for
trays.
my cup full of paintbrushes, my cup full of water, my paints, and one project. Because previously I had knights sitting off to the side. I had a whole pile of moon mice bits.
Sure.
I had legionaries just laying in various pieces across the table. And this way, I can only do one project at a time. And if I want to do something different, I have to pack everything away,
Yep.
which I'm lazy and I don't want to do. So it's easier to just do it if it's already painted.
It's true.
So that's that's my hobby tip for you this year is reduce the total amount of surface area that you have to keep models on, and you'll be a little more
You
more
know,
focused.
This sounds like a great idea because I'm still fighting Jesse about the topic of not having any models or transfers or brushes in the kitchen. And it is a losing battle because once in a while I find a brush or a model in the kitchen somewhere.
Everyone knows
Hey,
that the
those
kitchen
fluore-
is the
the
second
fluorescent
best.
lights are great in there.
Yeah,
Jesse,
it's the
I-
second best place to hobby. The bathroom
No.
being the first.
You can do it at any time in the bathroom. We have a guest bathroom, but not in the kitchen. This is for food, not for hobby. We have 2 rooms dedicated to hobby.
So what's
One
your,
room for the bunnies.
What's your resolution for this year?
I will hopefully...
Up,
be-
up, up, up.
No,
hopefully.
No, this is the thing. I hopefully will be confident enough to paint Fulgrim, my demon Fulgrim, fully and finish him up. I don't think I will enter him in any painting competition or anything like this because I don't think he has been built well enough. But I really hope I will be able to finish a kick-ass model this year. Which are...
That is a very admirable goal.
Yeah. I will not talk about all the bits and pieces I have and boxes screaming to be built.
Man, I gotta get rid of all those dreadnoughts. That's what's taking up space in my closet. Is
Here we
dreadnoughts.
go.
About the Iron Warrior dreadnoughts?
No, is all the
You know-
unbuilt, the 8 unbuilt Betrayal of Calth dreadnoughts.
You know, I only buy models which have already been painted because then I can just play them and not worry about it.
Yeah, and you can just add 2.
Yeah, like I have so much stuff nowadays. I bought Steven's Vindicators. I bought a whole Alpha Legion from one of our friends here. I have Night Lords, which used to be Steven's. Then
then were
changed
Ryan's,
ors. Yep. And now they're mine. I just love the traders, and sometimes I just don't want to.
You're like you're the Indiana Jones of heresy. Just every. It
All the
belongs
traders.
to the
museum.
everything.
No, I just want all the
Carol
traders.
just walks up.
I just want all the traders. I mean, I have
This
I
Legion looks good. It belongs in a museum.
all the traders belong to me because all the loyalists are scum anyways.
Yeah,
Why
it's
would
true.
I want to have them?
There are
Yeah,
the only
stick
thing
to
that I
your
wish that we
convictions,
could.
Carol. That's the
Yep.
best thing I can recommend.
Most people in our community have kept the same armies since they started playing Heresy, and the ones that have sold them, Caro's bought most of them. But there are some things that I wish we still had a hold of. I wish we still had Will's original Iron Hands.
We do.
I have some of them.
Jared
I have some of them in my
has
case.
the original lot.
But does he have your Praetor? Your original Praetor with his little servo arm and his
does.
power fist?
Yes, he does.
Glorious.
Here we go.
Glorious. That's my favorite.
But I still have Dr. Crabbot.
It's one of
PhD
the.
certified.
Oh,
There are a
Jesse.
few. Richmond 30K has a few like hobby
Jesse,
relics.
what happened to the deviation pineapple?
Divination pineapple,
Yeah, what happened to the deviation
beloved by
pineapple?
all.
It's
Yep.
should be heading back to Robbie here soon.
Yes, should
Did
happen.
you sell Robbie
hopefully.
back his own Thousand Sons?
Maybe.
No.
He once told me I might be allowed to have them, but then he sold them back, and I approve it because it would just be more of the hobby load.
Yeah.
I have World Eaters screaming in the box because they're unpainted and unbuilt. And I feel bad about it, but I'm not going to promise anything.
That's fine. They're world leaders. They'll be mad no
That's
matter
a
what you
pretty
do.
good attitude.
That's true.
I gotta say.
Right.
I feel bad about it, but I'm not going to do anything.
I'm not going to promise anything. I might try to do something, but my job is fucked, so whatever.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. But I mean, the World Eaters are always a great project to have because
They are fun.
you can just dig into them whenever.
Yeah.
And I think if I was doing a white army, like a white, armor kind of army, I would be like,
I feel
let me
bad.
try
I'm
this
not
method this time,
Steve.
and then get that
sorry.
itch, and then just go ahead and be like, let me try this version of the army. You
You know
know?
what? One of the things I have to say, Jesse built me one of the dreadnoughts for the World Eaters because I despise building resin.
Yeah.
It always sticks to my fingers and I hate it. But he built a running dreadnought, and this is the one model I want to at least paint this year because it just looks amazing.
That's good. And I mean, honestly, Shattered Legions do exist. So as far
Exactly.
as gameplay works,
Oh yeah, I could.
you want to throw in an HQ and just use that dreadnought that Jesse
know-
built you and painted, easily done.
I already have a HQ. The only HQ I need to paint is the one for Death Guard, because I once won the Death Guard Terminators, the special ones.
Yeah, in a raffle
Death
drawing, right?
Shroud
Death
or
Death Shroud,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't
Yeah,
think, no,
that's
I don't think
right.
it's Death Shroud.
Yeah, they
Jesse, I can
Either Death
are.
Shroud or
Grave
Grave
Wardens.
Warden.
Grave Wardens.
yeah.
The Grave Wardens, yeah. I won the
The
Grave
heavy
Wardens,
support slot guys. Yeah.
and I have a model for it, and I remember I stripped it and forgot it in a bucket of screen stuff for a month. It happens. Don't judge
It
me.
does. You can't.
It's
You
bad.
can't avoid it.
There's two Forge Fiends sitting in my.
Neither
Wait.
can you avoid.
There's two Forge Fiends sitting in my bathroom that have been sitting now in stuff for
Jesus Christ.
But anyways,
2 years.
I have a general. I have an HQ which I have to paint, and then I can run the Grave Wardens with this HQ, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, and
I
then
also
add
have-
that World Leaders Dreadnought and. I'm so sorry, Jesse. I just want to keep making the noise. Listeners, if you've been hearing the popping noise, I'm so sorry, but
Will loves it for this.
Jesus Christ.
No,
You're
oh
muted.
God, it's nasty.
Steven's muted. Okay.
No, it was
So
not
Kara-
Steven.
No,
I'm
They've
gonna
both
beat
been
your
doing it.
ass if you keep doing that.
I will
fine.
control
All right.
myself.
We got
I'm
it.
so
We got it
sorry.
out of our system.
Listeners, thank
I made it by accident, and then It's rapidly spiraled
Twice.
out of control.
Oh,
Does-
God.
Accidentally twice.
I bet the first
But
time was
yes,
an
no.
accident. The second
Let's
time
get
was
back to
intentional.
it. World Eaters, great project to bust out whenever you feel the need to change a scheme. Go to World Eaters. I think it's a good palate cleanser, right?
No, I don't think it's a good
If you hate
palate
doing white.
cleanser. No, see, the problem with world eaters is they're white. That's one of the central problems I have with a lot of the trader armies. There's too much white. There are not enough awesome colors. I would love to do salamanders. I would love to do
Sure.
a lot of angels, but they're all dirty loyalists, and I'm not gonna try to do
Yeah,
loyalists.
no need to
Atta
tank
girl.
yourself with that.
OG Trader
High
Club.
Five Trader Club. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You, me, and
Okay,
Jason.
now that we're done
Yep.
with all that rigmarole, I guess, of trader propaganda, let's get into the real things. Have you ever thought of doing your armies in less typical fashion, right? Like, we all know Emperor's Children are perfect, or purple, sorry.
Oh, you mean like
Perfect purple.
Perfectly purple.
perfect and
It's
purple?
same.
You're talking about the people who try to make them pink or some
Yes. Yes.
I
Just try
absolutely
the
approve of
same kind of spin,
Yep.
but just still do your own thing, go against the grain kind of.
You do you. Purple has so many shades, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as it looks awesome and you have it painted and not just gray, go for it.
Yeah.
Pink
I love-
Emperor's children are immoral and wrong.
What?
Pink Emperor's children are immoral and, additionally, wrong.
On both
Darling,
fields.
darling. So much in this Lashy's world is pink. Why not the Emperor's Children?
Okay. Can we now,
Yeah.
using that platform,
Okay.
segue into pink? The color pink.
Uh-huh.
Not the artist? Not
Yeah,
the,
no,
not the
no,
acclaimed
not
pop artist?
not the formerly known as pink pop artist. No.
Wait, what is she now?
Formally? I'm pretty
Oh
sure
wait,
she's
no,
currently
she's.
known.
No,
I'm,
she's
I
still
was thinking of
pink.
Prince. I'm sorry, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Purple rain, pink rain, it's all the same thing.
The artist
It's
formerly
P
known as.
exclamation point NK.
Anyway, back to
Pink,
different.
the color.
What is your favorite Citadel pink? For me, and this is only going to be something that's happened since Primaris Marines got released, and I had to do a little side project.
Voluptuous pink.
It is Screamer pink.
Screamer pink is amazing.
Screamer
gotta give it
pink
to Screamer
is
pink as
my
well.
favorite pink.
Yep.
Because it is so dark pink that you can highlight it up from a red and have it be your highlight. Or you can have it as your base and highlight it up into a very light pink. And either way, Screamer pink is such a delicious color that I think it should be in everybody's repertoire.
It's true. It's very
It's-
versatile. You can get a lot of good fleshy tones out of it, too.
You can get cape tones out of it. Like,
It
the
is-
first time I had to use it was for Games Workshop display models, and they said the recipe had to use Screamer pink, and I said, okay, well, let's see how this turns out.
Oh, yeah, those
Turned out
Primaris
really
Marines
good.
in the Warhammer store are yours.
I don't
I
want
mean-
to call myself out, but yes, thank you. The
This-
Primaris Marines in the Warhammer store are mine, yes.
The
Some of them.
Screamer pink is just a very nice pink because it's not the bleached pink of a lot of those
Yeah.
baby pink colors you have.
It's a very warm.
It's not the
Almost
pop,
maroon.
It's not a pop
Or
pink.
mauve?
It is just a very nice color.
Yeah.
Overall, it is warm. It feels comfortable. It's a great color.
Absolutely. And with that, listeners, again,
Bye.
answer me. What is your favorite pink? Feel free to at me. Finger guns, Zach. Finger
Yep.
guns as you
Our
walk
good
away,
buddy Zach is heading away. He's
Zachary?
off
Bye,
into,
Zach.
off into the
Driving home.
We
that
love
dark
you.
night that is 2020.
Please don't dress up like Dark. What's that
Okay.
frog's name?
Dat boy.
Now, Will.
No,
Boy?
no, the
Will.
one, the Kermit, Dark Kermit. He was dressed as
Oh.
Dark Kermit earlier,
The-
where he had
the
a
little
hood
hood.
on, and was giving people opposite advice of what they should have been given.
Now, Will.
I missed
Are you
I
gonna roll
need
for
to
that
ask
save,
you.
or are you gonna try to jink that jet fighter missile?
Will,
We'll see.
I need to ask you, what is your favorite green?
Ooh, Warpstone Glow.
Warpstone Glow is an interesting choice.
Warpstone Glow is my favorite green.
So here's the thing, right? We all know that I'm colorblind. I've said that
Mm-hmm. Oh,
multiple
I'm
times,
sorry. Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And I'm specifically green-red colorblind. So when you ask me what green is the best, I would
Yeah,
have to
it's kinda
say,
hard.
what'd Jesse say? or refer to any number of my friends. But I would have to say a green that I do recognize is like a Scaldor green or Scaldor
Okay.
blue, whatever that name is. because it's got a lot more blue in it than it does green, I can easily identify it as a green. I forget what it is. It's whatever the Seraphim green. It's a contrast paint that has a blue-green
I haven't
sort of
memorized
scent.
So
Yeah, Ethan, go check for me. Thank you. That's our intern, Ethan.
Yeah,
we
we
pay
love
him
you, Ethan.
$0 and give him 0 credits.
He's actually been in
Best
every single
intern.
episode of Remembrance's Retreat so far, and this is the first time he's been named.
Yep.
He's been here all year.
Yep.
Hey, how about them hot dogs? Y'all enjoy pocket hot dogs? I do. I know I keep a hot dog in my pocket at any time because one day I may be hungry at a ball game and not want to pay $7 for a hot dog, so I grab me one of them pocket hot dogs.
Pocket dogs.
Pocket dog.
Pock dogs.
Pot
The hottest-
dog.
Pocket dogs.
Pocket dog. Pocket dogs.
those are the hottest dogs of them all.
Pocket dogs.
Lord,
All right. Hey,
preserve me.
thanks to our sponsor, Pocket Dogs. We appreciate that, and hopefully we'll hear back from you guys again soon.
Lord preserve me from this reckless madness.
It is almost 1 a.m. here.
Oh, no.
We've been in 2020 for
Listeners.
1 hour, and so far it's
How
been...
long have you guys had to endure us? How's
How do you
Hinder
feel about
us.
saying the word pock dogs
Pocket Dog?
like within the first
Indefinitely.
hour of this
Jesse?
decade?
Jesse, I despise y'all for doing this to me.
No, we got the German to say y'all.
Oh, it was
Dude,
beautiful.
I have been living here
Beautiful.
already too long, so
I have
know.
never liked Caro as much as I have in this exact moment.
Y'all.
She is radiant.
now, so there's one of the things I need to tell off the viewers here.
Okay.
My original plan was here to stay 2 years.
Yeah.
I've now been here in February for 4 years, so twice as long as I originally planned.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm not sure if I regret it or not.
Wait, what? No, I
Wait.
thought our story was going to end differently.
Yeah, wow. I
thought you were
retract
saying I
my
don't
high
regret it.
five.
Too late, man. You already gave it to me.
Oh, no.
Well, we just have
We
to.
haven't
We'll
got her
chalk
to say
that up
y'all
to
enough,
Jesse's
that's why.
raw magnetic personality.
No, and the fact that he has been very bad at explaining things to her.
No,
so
no.
she's
She has
forced to
not-
stay here longer.
To be fair,
So everybody here, it's not like Jesse's bad explaining me stuff, but if there's something else, what does this mean?
It's just one
Everybody
thing.
just dogpiles on
you-
Jesse.
yeah, I would like to say that
And then tells him he did a horrible job, but nobody actually explains to me what's
think
going
of all
on.
the things we could have taught Caro in the time that we spent
yeah.
dogpiling Jesse for not
Exactly.
having
And
already taught her.
Y'all,
So
y'all didn't have to jump on me for
so
not
everybody
introducing-
jumps on Jesse and blames him. And meanwhile, I'm just Googling whatever they're trying to tell me. And I'm just finding all those weird things. I'm just like, I guess this is America. And then
mean-
afterwards, I asked Jesse about it, and he explains it to me. But while I actually ask the question, nobody
sorry.
answers me. Nobody does.
Well, no, we're too busy dogpiling Jesse
Exactly.
for failing
I mean,
some
y'all
sort
could
of.
have just made her
Oh.
a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the amount of time that y'all fucking dogpiled me for not introducing her to peanut butter and jelly
And
sandwiches.
for the record, I do not like the traditional peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Well,
because
look, you're
I
wrong
do
and you
not-
can leave the
German,
country.
You typically
see,
heat
I
peanut
do
butter
not
up
like-
like regular butter, right?
No, I do not like
Or wait, no,
grape
that was
jelly.
Russians.
I
No,
do not
you heard me,
like
Ethan.
grape jelly. And what did you say, Will?
So apparently Russians don't know that peanut butter is actual peanut butter, and they hear it as butter that's made of peanuts.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ethan, you got a story for this?
No. Well, I don't know. Peanut butter. It's just
He does.
not a-
He does? Maybe.
He says
Jess,
maybe.
do we have time for a peanut butter story right now?
Sure.
No, peanut butter is the worst thing in the world.
Welcome to Remembrance's Retreat, a Horus Heresy and Peanut Butter podcast.
Oh, good.
Going into
Jesse gave
2020,
his
you will get
headphones away,
way
so-
I
more
think this is Russian peanut butter.
peanut butter based content. Welcome our intern,
Ethan.
Ethan.
Now listen.
River.
Give me that horn noise,
Listen,
Jesse.
Lowell. Привет, товарищ.
Jesse, the horn
Yeah.
noise.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesse,
So,
hold on.
It doesn't work.
Ethan?
The
Ethan,
horn noise.
hold
Yes.
on. Let me hear the horn noise.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Again, horn noise.
One. Okay.
Yes.
One time
All right,
was
here we
enough.
go.
This is fine.
Ethan, before we begin, you're standing in the Sikablat formation that we all know. Okay.
Да.
I need you to tell me this whole story about
blame
peanut
you so
butter
much
in
for this, you
English, but using a Russian accent, please.
Or just in
No,
a
don't
regular
use a Russian accent.
so we can actually understand.
Well,
Some people pay for this.
Normally, it takes significantly more amounts of alcohol
Ethan.
before I talk in a awful Russian accent.
Ethan, stop this right now. You better stop this.
All right, the German's getting angry. Let's stop right now.
I can do a German accent too.
I don't think you should
Oh
do that.
my, I want to hear this shit.
Okay, let's hear it.
Like, nobody ever figures out that I'm German
wait,
unless
wait.
I tell them. So
Wait.
I want to hear your German accent.
Ethan's German. Can you
Let's
pull up
hear
that?
it.
See,
pull
now
up
I
that
can't
article?
do it.
Oh no! I guess I'll have to tell
Performance
the
is
story.
it's
Okay,
fine.
hold on.
It is fine.
He's gonna tell the
Performance is
story,
hard.
folks.
So
Folks.
the long story short is
Thank you for that story, Ethan. We do appreciate it. Jesse, back to you. What has been going on in the new year, sir?
Well, I'm Jesse
Okay.
now.
No, let's just say
This will be your cricket
Your
story, Ethan.
the peanut butter story is the new cricket story. It will never get
no,
old.
no, no.
Listeners, no, do not believe Ethan and his lies and deception.
The cricket story is immortal. You
The
will
cricket
all be
story
Russian.
is the cricket
The
story is so
Russian
good.
story will stay.
No, so the cricket story is so good. One day, when my parents come over to this country,
Did you tell them that story?
no, I did
Probably
not.
a
but
9
I
out
will
of
have
10.
you come and tell my
For a
parents.
second there,
ever-
it was about a 10 out of 10, but now I'm
Yes.
back to a 9 out of
Wait,
What? Did
What?
you mute me?
what?
Don't mute
What?
me.
No, no one's muted.
No.
Doesn't look like anyone's muted.
Listeners, for those of you
This is going to be a nightmare to fucking edit, and I'm sorry, listeners, because this, holy shit.
Jesse just put it out.
This is why we don't drink before casting. Drink heavily
Never.
before casting. Sometimes we partake a little bit.
You brought this evil upon yourselves.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a new intern.
yeah.
Feed this one to
So-
the Skaven. 2020, year of the rat.
Wasn't 2019 year of the rat,
Wait a minute, yeah.
Steven? 2019 was the year of the
No,
rat.
2020
Look,
is year
honestly,
of the rat.
look, beside the side
Let me
tangent,
Google that.
Yeah.
Jer-
Give it a jujel.
beside the side tangent, I think it's been pretty good.
The year or the cast?
I feel like this whole cast has been one giant side tangent.
Isn't that normally how we do it?
That was going to be my next joke, but you've taken that from me. What are we on then? Guide us.
Actually, I have a question for you, Will,
Yeah.
and everyone else at the table, I
Okay.
guess.
First of all, I need to tell all of you, Steven was actually right. 2020, according to Google, is according to Chinese superstition, 2020 is the year of the rat.
Wait, did it refer to it as Chinese superstition? According to
Superstition?
according to Chinese superstition,
Yes.
doing any of these on January 25th, the day Chinese New Year falls in 2020, will lead to bad luck for the
Uh-oh.
entire coming year.
Yeah, I
What,
read
what
somewhere.
are they? What are they?
All right, so it's a I don't know how to turn our phone back on, but it's like it was a reference to
Read the things.
Belief. Oh, fine. God.
I don't
God,
know
you're
if
not
I'm going
supposed
to have
to
bad
tap
luck.
it.
Well, no. What I thought what it was just referring
Is this
to.
going to be top 10 anime betrayals?
I
and
thought it
don't know
was
yet?
referring to the Chinese zodiac as just Chinese superstition instead of.
Oh, no, that's what I still believe it's saying.
Oh no. Okay, so good for anti-vaxxers, bad for everyone else. Chinese New Year 2020, rats, luck, and why you should avoid medicine, laundry, and crying children.
Well, I always try to avoid crying children, so that's fair.
I'm gonna leave it to you listeners to research what's bad luck in 2020. But I do have a question for everyone here at the table.
Okay.
I know obviously a lot of us are resolving to get rid of unpainted models, but let's be honest, that's gonna last till about June. What models are you looking forward to buying and building and painting this year?
Come on, man. You can't set us up like that.
See,
Oh, but I
honestly,
can and I did.
Steven,
Oh, no.
so far I have not had a new model I am want.
Or maybe it's
I
one
want
you're
to buy.
already working on. I know you want to get Fulgrim done,
Yep, and I also own a Chaos Knight I want to.
but we
finish
have like
in
a
my
whole.
happy-go-lucky
We got Thramis
pattern.
coming out later this year,
Who is
so
he? Well, let's not get started on that.
so hopefully there's be some cool new tank models for that. Maybe some Dark Angels models again, more Dark Angels models. More
Listeners,
Nightmares
I know
models.
this must be draining for you because I see Jesse over there fighting sleep himself.
Yeah, but they probably haven't been up since whenever they went to work this morning.
5 a.m.
Yeah, I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning.
Yeah,
Oh, 4 a.m.
just realized
Me too, buddy.
Oh, no.
Me
See,
too.
Jesse was a merciful person this morning because he did not wake me up when he got out of bed.
I took 2 2-hour naps today.
Son of a bitch.
How? I took one 3-hour nap and I still feel like I'm dying.
I took a nap at 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and then from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
So it's more accurate to say you slept and had a waking nap.
I guess. Whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry. Carol,
Will?
continue.
I judge you now.
That's fine. That's fine. It was my one day off.
Shande.
I was
It's
working.
fine.
Yeah, it's not every day. I realize I've been up for 21 hours so
Oh, my
far.
God.
Shit.
Yeah, just you may as well ride it out.
No.
Get that extra 3 in and be a champion.
Look, just edit this
Try,
episode once we're done recording, and you'll be up for 24. It'll be
Dude,
Yeah, just upload
Jesse.
it tomorrow. Just
Jesse,
raw.
great. Raw.
Jesse,
The
I will
raw
show
data.
you a horrible American song. No, a horrible German song about being 3 days awake. You'll be fine.
Is this horrible
Oh,
by
hey,
American
can we
standards or
talk
horrible
about
by German standards?
German tradition.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys watched.
So, one of the traditions I grew up with before I knew English is every year on the 31st of December, you are supposed to watch Dinner for One.
Yeah.
It does not matter at what time or when or why, but you're supposed to watch it one a year. No question asked, this is the movie you watch. Or this is the short movie you watch.
Dinner for one. Black and
Dinner for
white.
One. The
19
90th birthday, the 90th, so 9 zeros birthday of whatever the name of the lady is. Anyways, Dinner for One. You can find it on YouTube. It is a very important movie, or short movie.
1963. That's actually a lot more
It
recent than I
is-
expected.
Movie you watch once a year, no questions asked. I watched this movie before I knew what the hell was going on there. There's an intro in German, everything else is in English. I watched this movie when I was 5. I didn't even know the concepts of different languages back then. This is the tradition, this is what you do, and you do not ask any questions.
That's how traditions work.
Exactly. You just do it. And Jesse and I watched it this year at Battlegrounds, and it was glorious.
This is what, our third year in a row watching it?
Oh, wow.
Yes, it is, I think.
Because I've never heard of it until.
Yeah, but for some reason it is a tradition in Germany.
Now,
I
I've
also
heard of it,
don't
but
know.
I have no idea what it is.
You need to watch it. That's all I'm gonna say.
17 minutes long, and it rallies up into just a fucking hilarious punchline.
It is a
I
great,
do enjoy a good
Really?
brick
short,
joke.
Yes.
money movie.
It leads up to
But
it's to a fucking
you
awesome
all
punchline.
you all missed it.
I do enjoy a good brick joke.
Stephen, Will, you missed it. You cannot watch it before the
hell I
31st
can't?
of the 12th.
Really? I have to have
31st
watched
of
it before
December.
last year.
Is there
huh?
is there something in the movie that makes it necessary to watch it on that date?
Absolutely not. But otherwise, I'm gonna stab you.
Oh,
there you go.
I don't want to get stabbed.
So what happens
That's
if you
good
take
reason.
the helmet off? Do they come after you and hunt you? Nope, they just stab you.
I do like having my insides on my insides, so I'll.
Yeah,
You better
right
not.
where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Please remind me in 12 months to watch that movie
He's
I
probably
will
going to want
send
to
you a
get
text
stabbed.
on the 30th.
Yeah.
because I don't want to get
Good to
stabbed.
remind him beforehand instead of exactly 12 months from now, because then we would be in the exact same position.
Yeah, that will be too late already. So I will remind you in 11 months and 29 days, I guess.
I got the black lung, Papa.
Hey, the black lung is still a real deal.
Oh, our intern is taking
Look.
pictures here, so
I'm well aware Kat is fighting the black lung. I know that.
I mean, she's not fighting the
There
black
is
lung.
still a
explicitly.
helping people
Oh.
fighting the black lung.
She's helping people fight.
Yes.
Exactly.
thank you.
Come
Okay.
on.
Touche.
Yes. Boy, so the horror is heresy.
Yeah, how about that heresy, huh?
Do you know
Okay.
how rampant the black lung runs in the Horus Heresy?
Oh, no, I need to
I tell you what I'm looking forward to buying and building and painting.
Oh,
will be
yes.
The
What do
Word
you look forward
Bearers
to?
will be the Word Bearers officer set and Leviathan Dreadnought.
Oh, you're
Oh.
right. You know they're going to be redoing all the older legions in the
No,
same way.
you hope they are going to
No,
do
they're
it.
gonna do.
They would
it.
be foolish if they
Steven.
didn't. Wait, is it
Stephen,
forget about-
Will, they would have been foolish to not do the black.
Hold on, what's he saying?
Stand by. Oh, werewolf.
I gotta go play werewolf.
You want to play werewolf?
Yeah, I
Okay.
love werewolf.
Well, we will wrap this up real quick, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep.
It's been fun. There's going to be a giant, 40-person game of werewolf here
It's
at
so much
Battlegrounds.
fun.
It's
It's
kind of like
so
an annual
ridiculous.
thing.
God.
Before it'd be amiss to, over here, We're gonna play werewolf. But yeah, thanks to everybody. Thank you to all our patrons and our Sergeant Tier, Duncan, Emily O'Hare, and Travis Smith. Our Centurions, Angry Boy
Thank
Hates you,
you.
Derek Knoll, M. Hernandez, Minis by Applesauce, Mark Henry, and John Christensen. And our Praetor Tier, Alex Selth, Chris Mack, at Gardner.Tree of Woe, Joe from Music City Heresy, Josh Phillips, and Matthew Boyce. Thank you all for participating. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at RR30K Podcast. Check out our website, rr30k.com is where you will find our Battlefleet Heresy Compendium and Rules for Strike Team. We will see you again next time on the Remembrancers Retreat. Keep those dice rolling, and welcome to 2020.
Punching Astartes in the nut.
Goodbye. And next time we'll be sober. Maybe.